What is debt relief? How does debt relief work? Is debt relief legit? If you typed any of these questions into Google, this video is for you. Because in today's video, we're gonna answer the most Googled debt relief questions. Whether you're just looking for information on debt relief or you're actively looking for help with becoming debt-free, we're creating this video to clear the air once and for all. Just easy to understand answers to the big questions regarding debt relief so you can decide on what's right for you and for your family. Hey y'all, Marc Russell here. I'm a financial wellness board member with National Debt Relief. Before the features in Time, CNBC, or Forbes, I was $80,000 in debt. So I know what it's like to be searching for straight answers that you can trust. Right now, I'm proud to say I'm 100% debt-free, and I'm on a mission to simplify very complex financial concepts so you could be the master of your wallet too. Ready to get the answers to the most Googled debt relief questions? Then let's dive in. Let's start off with the most obvious one. What is debt relief? Debt relief is an umbrella term for strategies that help people resolve mainly unsecured debts like credit card debt, medical debt, personal loan debt, and business debt. The goal is to make these debts manageable first and then eventually resolve them. Common debt relief programs that fall underneath this catch-all term are debt settlement, that is a program that includes negotiating with your creditors and collectors to reduce what you owe and settle accounts for less than the balance. Debt consolidation loan. This is a program that involves replacing several debts with one new loan, ideally at a lower interest rate. This makes the payment more manageable and can save you money in interest charges. Then you have a credit counseling or debt management program, or DMP. A nonprofit may work with creditors to lower interest rates and roll eligible debts into one monthly payment while you still repay the full balance. And lastly, you have bankruptcy, which is a legal reset, Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. And that's when debts are truly unmanageable. Now you might be wondering, okay, cool, Mark, how does this really work? Generally, it's a three-step process built to give you clarity, a tailored plan, and help you with the execution of that plan. Step 1, a free consultation. You speak with a debt expert who reviews your full picture, your income, your expenses, and a list of eligible unsecured debts like credit cards, medical bills, and personal loans. They'll explain options side by side: settlement, consolidation, DMP, bankruptcy, so you can see what fits. No obligation, and everything should be transparent, from the timelines to the fees to the trade-offs. Step 2, a personalized plan. If settlement is the path, you'll get a written plan that lists which accounts could be included, an estimated program length, often 24 to 48 months, but that varies by person, and a target monthly deposit into a dedicated bank account, which is FDIC insured and it's in your name. You'll get disclosures about potential credit impacts and the possibility of collections activity while negotiations are underway. Step 3, execution. You fund a dedicated account each month while negotiations from the debt relief company work with creditors and collectors to reduce balances and reach settlements one by one. You approve each deal in writing before money moves, of course. After a successful settlement, it's paid from your dedicated account. That creditor is marked resolved and the team moves on to the next one. With programs that are reputable, fees are charged only after a successful settlement. You'll receive updates throughout, and you can adjust funding if your situation changes. And please note that debt relief itself is not a loan. It's a structured program to resolve unaffordable, unsecured debt, so you can move forward with a clean financial slate. But you might be wondering, is debt relief legit? The short answer is yes. If, and that's a big if here, you're working with a reputable company. How do you find out if a company is reputable, you might ask? That's a good question. The best way to do so is to look at what other people are saying about them. For example, go online to look at the reviews on websites like Google, Trustpilot, or Consumer Affairs. For one, National Debt Relief has 100,000 plus combined public reviews across Google, Trustpilot, and Consumer Affairs, and with an average rating of more than 4.6 out of 5 on all platforms. That's a clear sign that other people are liking their service. Also, there are some other signs that a company is legit. Always look for no upfront fees, clear written terms, realistic timelines, and read both the praise and the complaints to see how issues are handled. That way you can choose the debt relief company that is legit and suits your preferences. You can also check their accreditations. For example, National Debt Relief has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Try saying that 3 times over again. Plus, they're an accredited member of the Association of Consumer Debt Relief. Enrolling in the debt relief program can make sense if your minimum payments aren't moving the needle, your interest rates are high and balances keep growing, you can't seem to get your debts under control by yourself, you're overwhelmed by your debt and need/want help with getting started to pay it all off. You want to pay off your debts for less than what you owe, and you want help with that. So is it worth it? Well, it depends. If being in a debt relief program is the thing that starts moving the needle towards a debt-free life for you, then I will say yes. But if you've already negotiated with all your creditors by yourself and have a crystal clear plan to get debt-free, then maybe not. And remember, debt relief is definitely not one size fits all. Some people are better served with a consolidation loan rather than a debt settlement, or a DMP, or even bankruptcy. The right choice depends on your income, your debts, your goals, your timeline, and a debt expert at your debt relief company of choice can help you gauge what the right fit for you might be. The next question you might have is, how does debt relief impact my taxes? If part of your debt is forgiven or settled, the amount forgiven may be treated as taxable income, for which you might have to fill in the 1099-C form. There are exceptions though, like insolvency. But how to treat your settled debt for tax purposes depends on your situation. It's smart to review this with a debt expert or a tax professional to make sure there are no surprises next tax season. The next question that you might have is there a government debt relief program out there? The short answer here is no. There's no federal program that helps with wiping out debt for the general public. So be careful if anyone's claiming government credit card relief or government debt relief. There are government-backed options in very specific areas though, like federal bankruptcy, which is a legal process, and certain student loan programs. But no, there's no universal government program that just erases consumer debt balances. You might be wondering, how do you avoid debt relief scams? When looking for a debt relief company, use this very quick filter to avoid a debt relief scam. A legit company will never ask for upfront fees, ever. Always get everything in writing: the plan, the fees, the timelines, the risks. A scammer will be reluctant to do so. A legit company will give you realistic expectations, no instant relief from your debt, because hey, we don't live in a fairy tale world. A reputable company will have lots of third-party reviews and accreditations that you can read yourself online. A scammer would never do that. A legit company will give you clear disclosures about potential credit impacts and collections. A scammer would never. And lastly, a legit debt relief company will be easy to reach and willing to answer all the tough questions. A scammer will probably try to avoid answering those harder questions. So that's it. Straight, no fluff answers to 8 of the most Googled debt relief questions. I hope these answers have cleared the air once and for all and will help you to make the right decisions for you and for your family. And this is probably much easier than Googling all this by yourself, right? For now, if you're struggling with debt and want a clear review of your debt relief options, head over to nationaldebtrelief.com and book yourself a free, no obligation consultation call with one of their in-house debt experts. Remember, you don't have to go through this journey all by yourself. The solution may be closer than what you might think. If you happen to have any other questions regarding any other financial related topic, check out the other videos in the series on National Debt Relief YouTube channel. The goal of this channel is to make very complex financial concepts that you hear every single day. We want to make them easy so you can transform your financial life. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.